It's week 1 of the National Football League.
And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC South rivals.
It's the Texans and the Thunderbirds on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Caribbean Isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Thunderbirds of San Juan. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 20. Come the Texans for their
open on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
On the set. I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Bronco quick. Cavalier.
Stroud sets up the play action. That is caught by Dell. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Mixon running wide side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Stroud now on second down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down. Stroud
on third down now. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, If it takes a little too long to develop, you have people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are on the board here first in the season opener. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Off play action. McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now. It's right, and it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the bootleg, McCarthy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Calvin Ridley, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Thunderbirds are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. It's Mixon on the counter, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey,
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Stroud to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. I'm not flying.
Mixing up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kylie Fairbairn comes on. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Looking to throw. McCarthy looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
The second down throw now from Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That's complete to Dell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2 yards to go, second down. Here goes Stroud again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. Four seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
Around 26-yard line.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. He's got man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Jordan Love with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, should be a good one there between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory. It's a new season, so both these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon
elect to
and
bring
Charles.
it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Stroud's throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
And the Texans first down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, it's right, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Off the play fake, McCarthy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Off play action. McCarthy. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in the red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action. Stroud now. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And it's